Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So if we take this walk and they asking for a nigga to make double, this seems like if that's the majority of women that are willing to ask that and demand that and want that from a man, I would assume that this question also be it true. Do the majority of women really want to be stay-at-home wives? It's a broadcast.
Yes.
I don't think they do. Well, I think
I
they
don't
do,
either.
but I think they I don't think they actually know what that entails.
I think
That
they
part.
want to be stay-at-home wives, do what they want, and get their way, but don't understand the whole process of it.
There you go.
They don't want to be at stay-at-home. They want to be trophy wives. They want to
Yeah.
be the stay-at-home wives on TV.
They don't do
that's like
shit.
vacationing
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shopping, and you know they got maids and chefs and shit. Like,
Yeah. Right.
Trophy wives.
they don't-
Damn,
they
you
don't
think the
put
majority of women want to be
stay-at-home
trophy
on
wives?
TV.
Yeah, I
I
think they
mean,
do.
yeah. Yeah, of
I think
course.
the stay-at-home wife thing. I didn't like it.
I
But
tried it too.
Callie, they saying trophy wife though. You got
Well, yeah.
maids, the kids.
That's what they think stay-at-home wives are.
But that's what people think. They correlate stay at home to trophy, and it's two totally different things.
And Callie, they not even talking about with kids. They
Right.
talking about his wives.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
And even with kids, they have like 3 and 4 nannies and shit. So they barely see the kids. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
What?
they get this from, it's like y'all say Disney princess stories, but think about it. When you see stay-at-home wives on TV, Lifetime, what are those women doing? Whatever they want. The kids at boarding school, they don't gotta cook. When you ever seen a stay-at-home
Brunching every
wife
day.
cook on TV? Cook.
Brunching
Exactly.
Sunday through Saturday, brunching.
So they want to be like Aunt Viv and shit.
Huh? They want
Oh,
Jeffrey. What Aunt Viv wasn't cooking?
No, Aunt Viv was a professor, a college professor, right?
The black one, not the white one.
Oh,
Well, not the light. The
Oh,
black.
you talking about
the black-
dark skin and Viv.
my
She
bad.
works.
Oh yeah, dark skin AV haven't had a job. Okay, period.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they want to be trophy wives. So they don't want to work or maintain the home.
Mm-mm. They don't get it. Like they don't understand. Ooh. Gosh.
What the fuck? Where did y'all get this shit from?
I'm saying if you look at so I'm just going off because I don't have TikTok, right? I can just go off of what I see on YouTube and what they talk about. So like when you look at the when you see the trad wives, right? They make all this shit look glamorous. Like everything is glamorous. They making cough drops from scratch and everything is all clean. Ain't no flour on nobody's face. Ain't no paw prints on none of their clothes. You know what I'm saying? From like the little kids messing around and stuff like that. Everything is all pristine, and she's walking around floating with a full face on and her apron and this pretty ass dress. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't show what the real shit is. Like, you know, hey, keep your hands off the wall. Don't do that. They don't see none of that shit. Everything looks fucking glamorous.
Fake.
Very
She
true.
wants to leave.
That's that you never seen
the
posts where they be like
glamorous life.
women want long walks on the beach with niggas out the hood. Like, what you want to do? Hit the drive by, then bring you to the beach?
Right.
So it's
Not
like
gonna
they
happen.
watching these romanticized stories of like The Notebook and The Love Is Forever, and they fall into romance, but romance is not a real thing.
Mm-hmm. And then a lot of trophy wives, to be honest, yeah, they may have the money and get an allowance or whatever they want to call it. But a lot of times those men treat them like shit, and they have 3 or 4 bitches on the side. Facts. It is what it is.
And you never know that either, right? Because it then brings up to the notion that, oh, if you're gonna be a trophy wife and you're gonna marry a prominent man, then he's just a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
Like these men,
and usually they are.
So, and it's but then that's the idea, right? That's why all women want that, because the broke men are going to cheat on them too, just as much, because broke men have more time to cheat.
That's true.
And they're going to cheat with worse women. You're going to have to fight the broke men side chick.
Mm-hmm. Right. So what do you choose?
Side chicks know how to stay
you
in
choose
corner.
the rich man and get cheated on, or you choose the Pookie and the Ray Ray and get cheated on
and get beat up by his side chick because they always cheating with wildebeests.
Not the wildebeest.
Now you gotta fight over him and shit like that. So all of it's just other people watching stuff that's not even real and wanting it for themselves.
Facts. That's real.
I can pay for whatever restaurant I want. You're handsome, you're successful, you will have options forever. So it really is in your hands, your fate. So you can tell me I'm great all you want, but you're not pursuing me, and I know why. Because I require too much. And that's all right. I'm okay with that.
What do you mean by that though? What do you mean what do you require?
I require discipline and intention, and I require a level of like investment in terms of time. And you know what, it's like you can say, oh, I took her to this restaurant, I took her to that restaurant, and I'd be like, well, what's my favorite color? There's no amount of dinners that you will ever buy for me that will get my panties off. So you really need to figure out what it is that you think you have to offer and what it is that you think I value, because it's never going to happen without real investment. I can do it myself. I can pay for whatever restaurant I want to go to myself.
Yeah. I
have a nice car. I have a nice house. I have friends. I have a successful career. So I am emancipated to a certain extent because those things don't entice me. So it kind of is a what do you bring to the table that's not material. That is something that's compelling. I said, because I get you have options. You're handsome.
What y'all think about her sentiment?
She need a wife.
Not a wife.
You need a wife.
I remember your favorite color. I remember.
Who's gonna remember shit like that?
What your mama got you for your 11th birthday?
She needs a wife.
Call me weird, but I remember stuff like that.
Cause you're a woman.
She needs a wife.
Of course. Yeah. Women, we remember every shit like that, little shit like that. We remember that shit.
She's filled
Men
all the
don't
roles.
care.
Shit like that. All the roles that men would fill in her life. So the absence that she's missing is the role that a wife would give. She need to marry a girl.
Oh, listen.
Man, Sherelle might be on to something, man. She is the man that she needs.
She already the man she needs.
So
what do we tell her? Like, what's the?
I wouldn't tell her to get a man, though.
Just continue to live her life.
I wouldn't tell her to get a man only because it goes against what I believe in. But I understand Sherelle's sentiments at the same time.
I mean, but think about what she's
get a feminine man.
Feminine men love masculine women too.
So wait, so we saying that? Hang on. Wait a minute. So we saying that asking for someone to pay it, well, for lack of a better phrase, pay attention to her outside of providing financially is a feminine man?
She basically wants, what I see is she wants somebody said it earlier, she wants a stay-at-home husband who's going to give her that undivided attention, that 24/7 attention. Like, I want you in my skin all day, every day. I need you to know everything about me. When I come home, I need you to have my favorite dinner made, my favorite outfit picked out, my favorite pajamas. Like, that's too much. That's what she asking for.
Because she wants a powerful man, and she got to understand she is a powerful man. So powerful men don't typically want powerful men. You know what I'm saying? They have, you know what I'm saying? So what a powerful man does to impress a woman, he buys her things. He takes her to nice restaurants. He buys her a big house and a nice car. She's like, I already got a car. I already got the house.
Right.
I buy my own food.
Right. So what do you need a man for?
You want me to be a walking dildo?
You just need to stay
What's
single.
I mean,
if she get a wife with a dildo,
Wait a minute.
it'll work out, because women are into people who have that house, car, you know, money. She's a high value man, honestly.
I don't believe that.
Well, a dinner, but I mean, it's from a man's standpoint, right? If I take you to a nice place, they gotta make an impression, right? That's what we assume. But for her, she like that shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm like, God damn, right? Like it has to mean something. But she can do it all for herself. To really point about what men tend to want to offer in terms of making an impact or an impression, those things are off the table. But I got a question scrolling, right? Just to play devil's advocate. Let's say I got hers, she got mine. Does it? Hey. Turn bingo down. Turn it off. They clapping and shit. They supposed to be asleep. But now let's say, playing devil's advocate, she has hers, I have mine, right? Does that give us an opportunity to focus on other things, other facets of relationship that maybe matter in the long run, like the emotional connections and what we like and don't like, because we not worried about, who paying for what, because we both got it. I'm bugging.
I'd say yes.
I don't think you bugging.
I think that would be the main priority if y'all both coming with y'all own for the relationship.
What y'all think?
I don't know about that one. I mean, if that works for you, that works for you, but I just don't feel like there should be such a separation in a marriage like that. That's just, I feel like that eventually could become grounds for growing apart, possibly divorce. Like for instance, I don't agree when people, this is just me, I don't feel like people should sleep apart. Like if you're married, you should sleep in a bed with your husband, your wife, whatever. I don't feel like you should sleep apart. That I think that is just giving, I don't know. It's just giving too much freedom outside of the relationship. Like some people like to have separate rooms, sleep in separate rooms. I think that's just grounds for more, more relationships, more marriages growing apart. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I don't like that. Where's the separation though?
You can be in the same house or whatever, but I still feel like you should sleep with your spouse. My opinion.
Wait, but how you get there? How we get over there?
Yeah, I think she missed the question.
Maybe I did. Sorry.
Yeah. Slow down on that. So yeah, no, I'm saying I have my own, right? I meet her. People are meeting a lot later. We, mid 30s, maybe early 40s, right? Because I know her. She's an actress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she probably what, 50?
Essence Atkins. Yeah.
Hey Siri, how old is Essence Atkins? So she's 52 years old, right? So, so she's that old, he's that old. They trying to date. They got their own shit. Does it allow for them to focus on other things? Because he ain't worrying about. She not worrying about his trajectory in life. She got hers, and he probably of the same ilk. Let's say, right? They're not even worried about building together. they could literally worry about spending time together and making that time great, as opposed to where the money coming from. Do you think that the fact that both people have their own table could lend to a better relationship if you can eliminate finances, which is top 4 reasons why people get divorced?
Possibly, but then also at the same time, you have to think about people around that age are set in their ways. So whatever their beliefs are at that time, around that age, a lot of times people are not going to bend. So you also have to consider that as well. So it just depends.
Well, that's like saying some.
I'm sorry.
So do you think that it'll be successful?
It could be. Majority of the time, probably not.
So you think people are so set in their ways, you don't think it's likely they're going to meet someone who understand those ways and accept those ways?
I wouldn't say the majority, no. After like 50, 45, maybe not. No.
Yeah. What you guys think about the premise? If we both have our own shit, we can focus on things that quote unquote really matter.
If you let go society norms, you can just focus on the companionship, which is what she's missing. She wants the companionship from a man. But she's just not gonna let them societal norms go, because an amazing woman feels she deserves an amazing man. So if I'm accomplished, I deserve a man that's accomplished. That's why a lot of women with degrees don't want to marry men who don't have degrees, because in their social class, if she just finds a man that's going to be able to cater to her emotions and be her companion, her friends are going to still look at her like, but how much money does he make? And what has he accomplished? And what has he done? And what is this? Because her social class is full of entertainers.
Damn.
And then she don't never know if she dating a fan. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gift and a curse, but I don't feel sorry for them. But she crying in her mansion with all her millions of dollars. Girl, please.
Yeah. Do you think people would be better off they can let those societal pressures or social classes go?
Yeah. Get you a house husband. She's a perfect candidate to get a house husband.
Does house husband automatically mean weak?
No. So you get cheeky.
Cheeky ain't no damn house husband.
He's the house. What? How?
He came up with the concept. He's not a house husband though.
That's it. He and a husband yet. She can make him a house husband though.
The house husband probably will remember her favorite color.
You think Stedman know Oprah's favorite color?
Hell yeah, Stedman know.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Oprah didn't care. Oprah didn't care what y'all said about Stedman.
You sure did.
Well, Stedman also worked too, though. Stedman got his own bread.
Stedman
but
got
I mean,
bread.
I don't see how it's any different from having from Nate and Lauren's situation. Whatever they friends are saying don't matter when it comes to what they choose to do with their own life. So I don't see how it would be a hindrance for anybody else, unless you allow it to be.
Well, these ideologies all can't work because they're not working based on results. So these things don't coincide. Therefore, there's something that has to be more effective. Or maybe we need to throw all of this shit out. And is the way just to start young together to be the most successful? Or can we combine the two tables? Just we've been grinding, now we 35, 36, 37, 38. Now we've been grinding. We got two tables. Does that make everybody's life easier? Or is it hard to mesh when you guys have so many assets and things that are valuable? Does it actually get in the way?
I think it only gets in the way if you're not equally yoked and you guys don't share the same value system or anything like that.
Yeah, and I think
that's the point it could get in the way.
In society, well, I was going to say, in society, do value systems even exist?
Not really.
Not anymore.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's more about image.
So what's actually happening? What are people aligning on? Aesthetics.
Values do exist, just in society still.
Break it down.
Like Muslims are doing their thing. Some Christians are doing their thing. Within the spiritual realm, they have the people who are spiritualists and they're doing their thing. I think that because we have a freedom of religion and a freedom to do whatever we want, you'll always see the influx of the people who are doing what they want, because those are the ones we're going to talk about. But it doesn't dismantle that millions of people are successfully married in the country. They're doing it right.
Yeah. So I think when we're saying values don't exist, I think it's obviously hyperbole. But I think they're very low in terms of the values that they uphold and enforcement. People are much too fluid. Carte blanche is way more popular than a real stable, solid foundation of value system as it pertains to people's religious beliefs. People ain't willing to die for that shit.
Not majority, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what percentage of our country is married? My bad. What did you say, Cheryl? I was just asking what percentage of our country is married. Go ahead.
I was saying, do the values have to be positive? Like, is that the only way it's going to be considered a value? Is if it's positive?
No, it can be considered a value if it's negative, but if we want success, those values would need to be positive.
So it's not that they don't have values; it's just that people have a lot of negative values.
Well, negative values ain't values.
To you?
Well, they're negative too, right? We're classifying them as negative, right? So negative. Don't you ever had an account with Bank America and that shit said negative? What's the value?
Well, let's say immoral.
What word you try to say? You tried to say toilet earlier and almost fucked the whole word up for everybody.
Toilet?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the way I said
the whole chat got derailed. No, we was having a conversation, then everybody's trying to figure out what you said.
It's okay, Sherelle. My family from Louisiana, so I get it.
And then she threw in another word that didn't make sense. It was turlet, and then it was
Earl.
Who's that?
Earl. That's oil. Earl.
Yeah. What you said, Cheryl?
Earl is like, you got Earl changes your car, Earl.
You gotta be shitting me.
She's not lying.
Don't do that.
Wait, how am I saying turlet wrong?
Spell it for me.
No R.
R. They add an R in it.
Say, how do you spell oil for me? How you spell it?
OIL.
Now say it.
Earl.
Now spell it.
OIL.
Now say it.
Earl.
Do you see the issue? Can you see what happens?
Sherelle, don't let him do that to you, because he says
like,
algorithm.
It's all good.
Say algorithm.
You don't be